COVID-19 has canceled many vacation and business travel plans. So what is it like at the Sioux Falls airport right now? The parking lot sits nearly empty, and there's been a 95% drop in the number of passengers for the month of April. KELOLAND's Angela Kennecke shows you what it's like to fly during the pandemic and just how long it could take for the airport to get back to normal.
The Sioux Falls Airport, which has set records for passenger numbers in recent years, is like a ghost town.
Of course, right now, with 10 to 50 people in the airport at a time, there's not a lot of requirement for social distancing.
During the time our news cameras were inside the terminal, we only saw about 20 passengers, including Nick BERSCH.
It's as safe as going to the grocery store.
BERSCH has flown regularly throughout the pandemic from his home in the Chicago area to Burke, South Dakota, where he is the project manager of a new school.
Price of the flights are way down. It's about half of what I used to pay to fly home. So that's one advantage.
But it's nothing like what he was used to.
It's very strange. I used to have to park all the way in the back when I got here, and now I can pretty much get right up front and walk straight over.
There are currently more than 1,300 spaces in long-term parking open.
For every passenger that does not fly through here, they don't buy that bottle of soda. They don't pay for that day of parking, and that hurts us. That hurts significantly.
The Sioux Falls Regional Airport is predicting a $5 million cut in revenue for the year. It does qualify for up to $22.5 million in federal grant money over the course of several years. The airport's deputy director says recovery won't happen overnight.
If we can be back to our prior levels in the next maybe 2 to 3 years, that for us is an optimistic expectation.
Meanwhile, it's preparing to meet new federal guidelines as passenger numbers slowly increase.
Whether there's going to be social distancing expectations, whether we have markers on the floor for trying to maintain 6-foot distances, plexiglass barriers, things like that.
BERSCH keeps a mask handy in his carry-on. While it's not mandatory right now, most airlines will begin requiring passengers to wear masks on flights starting next week. In Sioux Falls, Angela Kennecke, KELOLAND News.
The number of flights going in and out of the Sioux Falls airport have been cut in half, but the airport says its expenses to meet federal guidelines remains the same, whether there are 30 commercial flights a day or just one.